Hello everybody, this is Kevin with Inspiring How You See That. We're the inspirational channel that goes behind the scenes and interviews some of your favorite artists, entertainers, and much more. So today is another Tech Tuesday. What we're going to be talking about today is some of the copyright issues within especially YouTube. So again, if you like these segments and are looking forward to more segments, make sure you do like and subscribe and or put anything in the comments that you're looking for that we may be able to help you out with. But back in regards to the copyright issues. So many of you in the last, probably I would say about 2 or 3 years, have experienced a lot of copyright issues with YouTube. No matter if you're filming a reaction video or even if you're just out interviewing somebody and there might be a 2-second or a 3-second song playing in the background, or even if they catch you videoing something in your house and there's something on TV and there's, you know, something within a movie or something that YouTube catches and flags it. Now, what's happening here is this is YouTube's algorithms, basically their bot systems, to put it into short terms, is picking this up and they're just basically flagging everybody. And I know many of you out there are pretty much kind of getting tired of it, and it is getting overwhelming. And some of you, have mentioned, about, hey, I'm just going to stop, doing this or doing my channel. Just keep at it. We feel the same way here, and we've had many issues within YouTube. But we did want to show you some things. We put together some other segments where you can, either overwrite that music or try to implement in other music, to try to overlay that, or maybe it's a video. So check out those other segments that are helpful to overlay those copyright issues. But we wanted to show you a couple things within YouTube, and this is just kind of a informational segment showing you some of the things that and some of the issues that unfortunately YouTube is causing here with many of us. So I'm going to get into YouTube and I'm going to show you a copyright issue that of course happened to us, and we are going to fix it, but kind of show you some of the parts of YouTube that may be helpful and may not be helpful to you guys. So we'll get right into that. Okay, so we're here on our YouTube channel, and of course you'll see there's a segment here that we're editing, and of course there's a copyright issue with the song's too loud within this segment part that Brian's talking about, or we're doing a plug for as far as within our videos. So all of our videos, and many of you out there that are doing videos, are more or less putting out segments that are talking about maybe something you like, or like us, it might be music, entertainment, whatever it may be. We're actually promoting that and trying to get the word out there. So if it's, if you feel that it's an artist, blocking it or something like that, or maybe their management group or whatever it may be, it's typically usually not. It's usually YouTube and their bots. So they picked up this small little segment here between 122 and 223 copyright issue. Now, many of you have gotten strikes because when you, of course, go in here and you click the dispute, so many of you got to be careful with, going through and trying to, submit a dispute within this, because you're basically not going to win. Back when YouTube was first, doing they had a different platform where you could actually go in here and click on these and dispute the copyright claim. So basically, if you even give credit within your informational text in YouTube or whatever it may be, and you submit that, and even if you submit proof, YouTube still flags that, and it's going to give you a strike. Now, the reasoning for that is there's a lot of not only YouTube's paid, they have actually like paid deals where you can go in and they go through and they can fight the copyright, and you pay for that. And then there's also third parties, which we won't get into that, and we won't talk about all these third parties. But those third parties, many of them are actually subsidiaries of YouTube, and you basically pay them to submit your claim and your reasoning why you get to, you know, use this, or why you're doing this segment on that, and it'll erase that copyright. Of course, it all comes with a cost. And for many of you out there, you know, you're just starting out. I mean, who has the money to, of course, fund YouTube even more, or Google, of course, that owns YouTube, to fund them even more on, you know, stopping these copyright claims. So I kind of wanted to, this video is, like I said, just more or less a segment going through some of the copyright issues you guys may have ran into, and to try to help you stop from getting a strike on your YouTube account, because once you get a few strikes, you're out. They'll basically remove it. They don't care. But within these links, there's one of them that has a fair right use. So you can go in there, you can type in there all the information that you have for the fair right use, talk about why you're doing this and what you're doing with that. And basically, they say they're submitting it to the artist or the management group or whatever it is that you're doing a segment on, maybe a movie. 9 times out of 10, that place doesn't even see it. YouTube just basically flat out strikes you. So as I mentioned, you know, even if you go in and you try to fight the fair right use, go in, put all your information in, why you think you're eligible, blah, 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 blah. I mean, there's so much stuff in there. And, you know, Brian and I have tried to do that back, you know, 3-4 years ago when we first started. We just come to realize that, you know, the bot systems that are picking it up, they're not even, YouTube/Google isn't even sending it to the company or artist or management group or production company, wherever it may be. Basically, they're just saying, well, no, we didn't get an approval from them. Sorry, we're going to put a strike on your account or remove it. And if you don't remove it and you fight with them, it's basically a waste of time. So either remove it or try to fix that, you know, copyright issue. Now, you know, with that being said, YouTube does do quite a bit with trying to put free implemented music into their channel. Be very careful with that too as well. Over time, sometimes if you notice on some of your videos that had no copyrights on them, a year later, whoa, all of a sudden, boom, they have a copyright. YouTube's bots picked it up, even though they gave you a free downloadable song that you put in with your video. Well, somehow maybe their bot didn't like it, or now all of a sudden that song is now getting credited or something. I don't know. It's crazy. So we just kind of wanted to get, you know, some awareness out there for you guys, and to be very careful if you're just first starting out, or if you've been around for a while, like we have, and been doing this for a little while now, and you're starting to run into these issues more and more and more because YouTube keeps changing all of their platforms and making it even more difficult for YouTubers. And I think that's why many are switching to different platforms. Put in the comments below anything that, you know, you guys kind of had a struggle on, or maybe something that's helped you within YouTube or other platforms that you use, that they're kind of giving you these copyright issues, or maybe even strikes. And we'll put them out in, you know, future segments, or even share that information. So we'll see you on the next one.